I want to give New Orleans credit. We got off to a great start, and thank goodness we did, and built such a good lead. We knew that they were going to come back. As happened to us a couple of times, we've got to learn from it. We have we built a big lead, and we don't do a good job of playing with that lead. We seem to be worried more about what the score is and protecting the lead. But on the other side of it, a lot of it had to do with we really dominated the glass in the first half. What do you know, Mike? What it was in the first half? The rebounding was 24 to, I believe it was 24 to 11 in the first half, and then in the second half, it was the exact opposite. Both teams ended up with 35 rebounds. And because we didn't do a good job of rebounding the basketball, particularly on second shots, giving them and ones, the way they were attacking the defensive glass, I just thought we got soft on there, and that allowed them to get to the foul line a lot. And like I said, a lot of them were and ones, and that's disappointing. We have to learn if we're gonna win at a high level on a consistent basis, we have to play for 40 minutes. Again, are we 23 points better than they are in the first half? Probably a combination of both. I thought we shot the basketball really well. I thought we shared the ball really well. I thought we defended very well. Obviously rebounded the ball very well. But in the second half, we've got to do a better job of finishing the game. And you know, I don't know. We addressed it somewhat at halftime, but it didn't get done. And I think that's where leadership has to come in. You know, we can talk about it, but we got to have some killer instinct. You got to kill a gnat with a sledgehammer, so to speak. And we just really didn't. I didn't think we did that. I thought we let them out tough us there in the second half, and obviously they're gonna instead of maybe putting some doubt in their mind for the second time we played them, we probably allowed them to get up off the mat and have some momentum, you know, to play us that second time. So. That part of it was disappointing, but overall, excited that we won. It's a good win for us. Our magic number was 5. We're down to 4. We know that we've got a great challenge in front of us. This is another team. I keep talking about. I'm just sure now that I've upset somebody at the conference office because this is another team we're playing Saturday that's on a bye. So I don't know who's that computer or somebody that's making our schedule, but we seem to roll off of everybody's bye. Abilene didn't play tonight, so very well coached. They're going to be a team. They're the type of team. They run great offense. They've got a very talented team. They're well coached. Our players know they're very familiar with them. Jordan and Marlon have played against them a number of times, and we'll have our hands full on Saturday, I can tell you. But a typical Southeastern UNO basketball game. I wish we could have finished it a little bit more in a little bit better way, maybe a little more clean way. But the bottom line, it was a good basketball team, and it was a good win for our program, so I'm proud of that. We got a quick turnaround to get ready for another good team on Saturday.
Any questions for Coach?
Coach, I think you guys held them scoreless for 8.5 minutes during that first half, which was kind of the start of your big run. What were kind of the keys defensively for you guys?
Well, I think that our team prepared really, really hard the last couple of days defensively, and I think that you saw good evidence of that. I thought Coach Rohn had our defensive scout, and we were very well prepared defensively. The few times they did score, they either earned it, a real tough, couple of tough outside shots, or we just had maybe a breakdown or two. But overall, and I really, to be honest with you, I think our defensive effort in the first half was the reason that we won. Because without that and us building that big lead, obviously we may not have held on. So, but I was very proud of that.
Coach, can you describe me what is the competition at the top of the conference right now?
Well, I am not surprised. Our players, I'm certainly not surprised that there's such a log jam. I'm anxious to see what the other scores are. I'm sure everybody's kind of score watching right now. But all we can really control is us, and we're curious to see who won and who not. But all the teams are good. You know, there's just not a lot of difference in the first place, really maybe down to the 10th place team. There's only going to take 8 teams to the conference tournament, and there's going to be 2 pretty good teams not make it. And I'm hoping that we make it. You know, we can't relax. We may mathematically be in, I don't know at this point, but don't really care. We've got our, you know, we certainly got hopefully we have some higher ambition. But there's 5 teams right there at the top. And UNO, Nichols, Sam Houston, Stephen F. Austin, and thank goodness the Lions. So, we're going to have to play every night. Abilene Christian, I'm telling you, is a team that's just a couple of buckets away from being right there in that mix too. So, we got to play and clean some things up and play for 40 minutes.
Coach, 1 win or 1 loss by McGee's get y'all in, coaches.
Okay, all right, we're good. Let's don't worry about that. Let's go for the gusto.
It's still a tight race, but it's kind of a separation Wednesday. How do you prepare as far as the distraction of, hey, if you win, you can kind of push yourself ahead of some
Yeah, I'll let these guys maybe can talk about that a little bit too. But one of the things that, as a coaching staff, that we've been preaching is, look, we've got 5 conference championship games left, and let's play them one at a time. Tonight was one of them, so now we have 4, but we're really look at it just literally as the next game. And I'll be honest with you, up until somebody told me we played Abilene this Saturday, I didn't even, certainly I could have found that out. But that's how locked in we are on the next opponent. It's all about the next opponent. So we've already put tonight's game behind us, other than we'll always do some self-scout the next day, talk about some things we did wrong. I didn't do a good job in the second half of getting us in a good offensive flow. And again, I think UNO had something to do with that, and then our lack of defense and rebounding has something to do with that. But the bottom line is we're going to play Colton. We're going to play them one at a time. Let everybody else worry about the standings. Let's worry about the only thing that we can control, and that's what's happening here at Hammond.
Jordan, you got a little foul trouble late. How does it affect your game as far as getting back in?
I don't know. I just got to be smarter in situations because I know the team needs me and we need everybody. And if someone fouls, it's hard because you want to be in the game all the time. But you just got to be smart. Like, you got to know how many fouls you have at the time and just not to make stupid mistakes. That's just on me.
Any further questions?
Marlon, it seemed like you guys really made a conscious effort in the first half of communicating and stopping the basketball. I've seen several games, of course, where y'all done a heck of a job with that. It just seemed like the intensity level was even higher in the first half than I've personally seen in about 10 or 15 games. Was that something you guys talked about pre-game? Because y'all were relentless for 20 minutes.
Like Coach said, every game is a championship game from now on, and we're gonna play like that. So defense is what starts our offense. It starts the rhythm of the game. So as long as if we got defense, we got everything else. So defense comes first.
Any further questions? Thank y'all for coming.
Yep, thank you.